What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to watch Ben Shapiro debate some Black Lives Matter activists. Already know how this is going to go. But anyways, let's get right into it.
Things I wanted to share with you. According to Pew Research, the net worth of white families in 2013 was $141,000. For black families, it was $11,000, even less than the $19,000 it was in 2007. According to economist Edward Wolf of the University of New York, excluding vehicles and other durables, the median black family worth is just $1,700, while 40% of black families have zero or negative wealth. White family worth.
Damn, man. The statistics are bleak. They're so bleak. There's a very, very serious conversation that we've not been having in this country.
Worth, in terms of financial worth, is 69 times more than that of black families. Given this disparity, how can you argue that racism is not a driving factor in income inequality?
Because it has nothing to do with race and everything to do with culture. And when you have a culture that doesn't, you know what? Explain to me why black kids aren't graduating high school. Explain that one to me. Explain to me why black kids are shooting each other in rates significantly higher than whites are shooting each other. Explain to me why 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the murder. Explain to me why the number of black kids in prison, not for innocent reasons, not for walking down the street and getting pulled into a prison, is so high. Explain, it has nothing to do with culture. Explain to me why the single motherhood rate in the black community jumped from 20% to 7%.
The only difference between people is culture. Like, he's not lying. And that's something we can't seem to accept because we want to live in our bubble and think that our society, our culture is better than, like, no, do a full-scale audit on the behavioral patterns and the standards and practices that lead to certain outcomes. But we don't want to do that because we would be offending people, and people's emotions are the most important thing in this universe. Like, you can't ever offend anyone by telling them that maybe they're responsible for the outcomes that they have. It always has to be some other person. And a lot of it is culture. And we have to look at the outcomes and make meaningful critiques about the behaviors that lead to these outcomes. But we're too immature as a society to have this discussion because we're prioritizing emotions.
In the same course of time, the civil rights movement has made such tremendous strides. Is America more racist now than it was in 1960? And if it is, please explain to me how that happened.
So what do I think those riots are? I think it's depravity, I think they're thugs, and I think if you really want to make a difference, Thurgood Marshall, who grew up just 2 blocks from there, did such a thing, who was a contemporary of Martin Luther King.
Now I'd like to skip over to Dr. Seacrest.
I look at the Baltimore uprisings, and it's more than just riots, right? I hate the idea when you say thugs and riots, right? White people riot as well. When y'all win Super Bowls 2 years in a row, y'all get off the hook. Don't make it seem like it's just Baltimore getting upset. So my 30-second answer is I feel the frustration of what's happening in the community, and I think it's a symptom. The uprisings are a symptom of a pressure that's been unaddressed for too long.
I'm offended by the language of uprising.
A symptom of pressure, right. Like, I would argue that most people who go to these riots and protests, they don't even know the cause they're there for. It's not pressure. There's just a lot of propaganda. There's just a lot of people being manipulated.
Applied to people who are breaking into other black people's stores and looting them. This is a lack of values. And people who are destroying private property, destroying cop cars, and an uprising against what exactly? Against black police chief, against mostly minority police force, against black mayor, against black president, against black attorney general, against a city council that is 9 to 15 are black and all 15 are elected Democrats. What is the uprising against? What is it seeking to achieve? I still don't see what exactly the riots are seeking to achieve. Bottom line is, this is all, it all can be boiled down to just act like a mensch. Act like a human being. Honestly, it's not useful to riot, it's not useful to break things, it's not useful to throw rocks at people. And the idea that we're supposed to sort of correlate your level of outrage.
I'm going to stick to the 30 seconds.
Yeah, last sentence. The idea that we're supposed to correlate your level of outrage with a certain level of justification. In other words, the more outraged you are, the more angry you are, the more justified you must be, is absolute nonsense.
We have to stop coddling people and start saying true things. The truth is so dangerous now. That's why it's under attack. You could lose your livelihood for telling the truth. You could lose your family for telling the truth. You could lose your friends for telling the truth. The incentive to be an honest and truthful individual is so low. There are a few people doing it, but it's so low. They'd rather let emotions get in the way of the truth. We're getting insane as a society, man, and the need for truth has never been greater. The need to call out the nonsense has never been greater. Are you going to be someone who just sits back and let this nonsense happen, even though you know in your heart it's crazy? You know in your heart, you know You know it's nonsense, but you continue to allow it because you'd rather protect your own skin than to like speak the truth. Crazy, man. But anyways, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.